What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today when you checked out some of the top whale teams on your server, you might have seen that there are some heroes that have like a super fancy frame around them. You can see my Cryonia right there and my Lily May, and today I want to talk about how you can actually achieve this state of the hero and what it really is. Well, first of all, this is called Crown. It's displayed right there, Crown. And you can see the symbol of Paragon 4 in there. The reason for that as well, it is really Paragon 4 in disguise. The unlock conditions for this are as follows. You need Paragon 4 on the hero and it needs to be plus 25. And once you have that going, for example, I prepared that here on the Ludovic, you can go ahead and it will say elevate. No longer say level up, it will say elevate. You can see Paragon 4 right there. And we have plus 25, and then you can go from Paragon to Crown. The only thing this does, you can see there are no stat buffs, no anything. The only thing this does is it basically gives you this enhanced symbol, which is called Wing Crown, and it gives you the cool frame, which just looks a little bit fancy. It's just like to show, okay, this hero is upgraded to the absolute max, because plus 25 is the max you can upgrade the weapon to. The exclusive equipment right here, it can't get upgraded further than plus 25. The stats for plus 25 were actually upgraded this season a little bit, so might be worth reconsidering. In the past, plus 20 and plus 25 were not really that insane. For plus 5, you of course get the first stat upgrade right here, plus 10 this one, plus 15 that one, and then plus 20 and 25, the stages that you can only reach with Twilight Essence. You only get a few meager stats that aren't too insane, and then from plus 20 to plus 25 it also gets super expensive. So the upgrade cost in general for the stage, I can show it one more time. Right here we got the Pridwin.gg exclusive weapon priority list, and they made this wonderful chart here. X1 to plus 5, Tidal Essence easy, nothing to talk about. Then we have the Temporal Essence from 6 to 10 is 75 is also okay, and then 11 to 50 is already 200, which is super expensive, and it's also something where you really want to think for which heroes you want to do this. Plus 10 is in the most cases still worth it. And then 16 to 20, that was like my go-to, just like going to plus 20, because that just costs 125 Twilight Essence. And then 21 to 25 with the astonishingly high 500 Twilight Essence, but in my opinion, can be worth it. Because in reality, this is the way that you get your heroes to the top. Many people underestimate that upgrading your heroes does actually help, and it always hurts me when I have to take a step back from doing so, just because I know that in the next week there is going to be another hero, and I want to upgrade that guy to plus 10 to show him to you in the video. And then I have to take a little bit of a step back from using up all of my Temporal Essence, and then ends up with me having like no plus 15 Sylvina that I really want to have. But yeah, still, if you have heroes like this, Cryonia at plus 25, and you go into PvP, and we can just show it in a fight, because many haven't seen a Cryonia yet at this level, and we just show a fight. We can, for example, that is like top 3 Shrimp, one of the strongest players on my server. I would say second strongest in PvP. We can just use this team right here. If you go in there, you will notice your heroes will be a whole lot tankier, and it won't hurt them so much to get hit, and it will just have more stats, and it will be absolutely devastating. You can see it just melting that Harak right there. I think actually my Lily May was done with the fight. No, but yeah, look at that. That just looks really menacing, having like those 3 heroes like back to back in there. But that is really cool. So, next thing that I want to talk about, well, you also have to get them to P4, obviously. The requirements for P4, if you don't know them, are listed here in the AFK Journey Ascension info. They put this all in here, but many people, they are confused when they reach Paragon for the first time, because you know the upgrades right here. Then we have like Elite to Supreme Plus. That is all easy. Collect your copies, and then you reach Supreme Plus, and at first when you reach that, nothing really happens. And you know, okay, Paragon, I heard of that exists. The reason is you need 25 Supreme Plus heroes to actually unlock Paragon. And that is a stable that continues then. To go from Supreme Plus to Paragon, you need 25 Supreme Plus heroes. To go from Paragon 1 to Paragon 2, it's actually 20. So look at there. To upgrade characters to Paragon 2, you need 20 characters of Paragon 1 tier. To Paragon 3, it's 15 of Paragon 2. And then to Paragon 4, 15 of Paragon 3. And for the other ones, like for the higher Paragons, they actually display that in-game when you click on the upgrade. For the first Paragon, somehow they don't. I don't know why. This is just the case. So that was also very important. One more thing that I want to note, and that helped me really redistribute a bit. And on live stream, we decided to go for Ludovic and upgrade Ludovic to Crown. He was formerly plus 10 only, so we really did a number there. The next thing that I really want to show you are those two things. First of all, we have the plus 15 equipment reset. This one is the more common one, so this is the one that you want to use a little bit more. Acquire, does it say anything really? Not really. This isn't even the acquire. Okay, weird. And then we have the full equipment reset. Those are more rare. But if we check out the Emporium right there, Season Store features the X equipment reset. I mean, if you can avoid like using them, it's better because, well, 7,200, that could also nearly be like an S tier. So rather expensive. I think there are some in the Spirit Store for 220 if you've unlocked the Spirit Store. So you can get those resets, and occasionally they also send out some. And what they really help you is maybe fix some mistakes from the past. Because for what you have here is you can see all the heroes that you upgraded. Sometimes you just look at the hero and say, why did I even do that? And for example, this one here, it's not too bad. But I really just upgraded her because I wanted to beat somebody in Ravage Room. And yeah, it was more than inappropriate to do that. I'm also strongly considering taking the 6-star off my Talene, honestly. And putting that on somebody that is like more towards the P4 level. Maybe even going ahead, putting that on my Thorin or something. That would be an option. So this is something that I still consider. This would give me, like if I confirm that, it would give me 125 Twilight Essence back. If I do that on the 6-star right here, it's 625 that I immediately get back. And of course, if you have like the full reset, you can reset basically everything, which of course brings us to a much longer list than we had before. But if we click the same here right there, shows us the same, but we get like all of the resources back, even the title essence over there. So keep those resets in mind. Sometimes they can be really, really good, especially if you start, if you have played the game from the beginning. What I had like was like the Merrily at plus 25, which was okay at the time. She was the best boss damage dealer. Now it's more like, yeah, mate, you really don't want to have that. I kept her at plus 15 just because she's still in some game modes for tower, and we saw her in the Ravaged Realm still, so I wanted to keep her for that. But I took some of those resources back, and I definitely recommend you do that as well. And rather relocate them if you can to some of your P4 heroes, get some wonderful crown upgrades, and dominate PvP a little bit and look fancy at the same time, because that's really what it is. It's just a way to look fancy for the Paragon 4 heroes, and nothing new, no new power creep or anything, just a new, well, design really. And I like it. I like it. You can tell me down below what you think about this upgrade. Maybe let me know if you already knew the info that I posted. I will put you the links to the Pritman guides, by the way, in the description. So with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.